So I 100% believe in order to be the best salesperson, you need to be the best marketer in your industry. 100%. And it's so easy for me to do that here in Bay County because it's such a small little town where most of the agents that I know they don't really care about doing risky things. They care about how are they going to pay their bills or X, Y, and Z. And not to say that I'm not worried about that, but I could be a little bit more riskier, and I have to be a lot more tech savvy and have to stay on top of people's mind a lot more than an experienced agent would have to. So with that, I also believe that I have to become the best marketer in my county, and I want to be known for that as well. So in order for me to do that, I need to start implementing things that large companies do. One very, 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 very important thing that I have been learning about and that I have been trying to implement, and that's kind of been putting in the back burner, which is terrible, but something that I've been trying to do is create funnels. Marketing funnels are very effective. They basically have everything and anything that you possibly would need in order for your business to thrive, in order to get it to the next level. Or something that you can do so passively. Obviously it requires some work in the beginning, and it requires a lot of A/B split testing, and it requires some money to be spent in order to make money. So there's a lot to be put in place, and sometimes you're probably like, am I really gonna make my money off of it? Here's the thing. Here's what I also believe. I would much rather put my money where my mouth is as opposed to putting money where somebody else's mouth is. So instead of me paying for leads from some ad company or whatever it is, from some lead generation company, why not go learn how to go generate leads and how to make effective funnels and how to be an effective marketer? So when I do go to listing presentations, I am 100% certain that there's nobody else that is able to do the things that I'm able to do, and so that's why I get paid the most. 100%. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go run, grab something to eat, and then we'll be right back, and I'll see you guys at the office, and then we'll just get right to it. Let's go make some money. As I was saying in the car back at the office now, and I kind of want to talk to you guys about marketing funnels. Marketing funnels are very, very effective and are used by multi-billion-dollar industries. Places like Amazon to Grant Cardone or Manny Koshman or Ryan Serhan, Ryan Pineda, X, Y, and Z. Like, all these people use them. Small businesses don't really know how to use them, and they are overlooked by them, but they're very, very effective. I like to think like a big business because that's my end goal, is to become a big business and being able to influence a large group of people and have a large community supporting me and backing me in my endeavors. So I need to A, think like a CEO, and then B, also think like a consumer. These are where funnels are very, very effective. They kind of put you back into the eyes of the consumer and go back to your root of the problem of what exactly the consumer really needs, or what your leads really need, or what people really need from you and from your service. Now, for me, I'm in real estate, right? So I need to understand what people are really looking for in real estate. And the biggest thing, and it's probably the main reason why I got into real estate, was how do I become a better investor? Now, obviously, I don't have the funds to go and invest in real estate like so many do, but I have dealt with clients and I've sold over $1 million properties to clients and have helped them generate income for the future and help them create generational wealth and continue to help them create that generational wealth. What I'm going to be doing is I'm not at that stage where I want to be yet, where it comes to my social platform. I need more people to be aware of what I do, who I am, the things I like to do, and things that I'm really good at doing. Here's how a funnel is broken down. It's called ADA. It's awareness, interest, desire, and action. These are the 4 steps in a funnel, and this is how you are able to kind of filter them down into creating qualified leads for yourself. Now, I know that there's so many lead companies that are trying to attract real estate agents and trying to promise them a certain amount of leads that are going to generate them multi-millions and X, Y, and Z. Honestly, they're all scams. And the whole reason to that, and I firmly believe this, is that they're not really teaching you how to create the lead for yourself. I think that instead of giving your money to some lead company and not really knowing how they're generating their leads, I think is very, very stupid. Sorry. But I also believe that you need to be able to control where your money goes and how to maximize your investment for the long run. And so marketing itself is a game of numbers. There's a bunch of A/B split testing that are needed. There's a bunch of funnels that you're going to need. Now, I'm not going to say that every single funnel that I'm going to build out is perfect. If we're living in an ideal world, like the first funnel that I make is going to make me millions. The likelihood of that happening is going to be very, very slim. So I do want you guys to be aware of that funnels do take time, and they do take money, and they do take patience, and they do take a lot of analysis in order to understand them. But once you do understand them, it's going to put you on top of the game and put you on a level that you can't even think about. The whole purpose of this video is to kind of introduce you to funnels and show you that there are other ways to generate leads and generate other sources of income other than just cold calling, cold texting, door knocking, hosting open houses, and so on and so forth, and even paying for Zillow or Realtor.com or X, Y, and Z, right? I believe that you need to be able to control A, your time, and B, the amount of effort that you put into each different category. So funnels are great because they don't really take as much time as, let's say, cold calling does. You can create a funnel within 30 minutes to an hour, and you can have it running for days, even months, or however long that you choose. I would generally have a funnel running for about a month to kind of see how it's doing, seeing what kind of results are happening from that. Obviously, every single day I'm going to be looking at it, kind of understanding what's going on, why it's working, why it's not working, and so on and so forth. So that's all that marketing really is, right? I was listening to a lot of Bigger Pockets. For me, when I got into real estate, I really liked the idea of investing into real estate and being able to grow myself in the future and being able to have this sort of financial stability and idea of like elite status of wealth. And so real estate was able to provide that, and I was able to kind of understand it and learn about it, and I'm still learning about it. But I am by no means no millionaire yet, but we'll get there, and I'm going to be documenting every little step of it. In order for me to get to the level, I need to play my investing strategy. I need to play it very, very intelligently. And the first rule of investing is don't bring emotion into it. It's all a numbers game. Everything's a numbers game. No matter how many calls you make or the type of deal it is, it's all a numbers game. What really matters when it comes to investing is your ROI, your return on investment. How much is your dollar worth in the next year or 2 years or 5 years or whatever it is, right? What is your goal? What is your investing strategy? Like, are you trying to flip it? Are you trying to Airbnb it? Are you trying to long-term rent it? Are you trying to do what exactly are you trying to do? That's usually the biggest thing that a lot of people don't really understand, is that they don't really have an investing guideline, and they don't know what numbers to look at. They don't know the tools that they need. They don't know how to run figures, or they don't know how to run cap rate or X, Y, and Z for different sort of things like maintenance costs or vacancy rates or taxes or HOA fees, or how many units are there. So out of this many units, it doesn't meet the 1% rule or the 50-50 rule or whatever it is, right? There's so many things that are needed in order to analyze a deal, in order for you to make an intelligent decision on that investment. So I had this tool that basically broke everything down. I wanted it to make it as simple as possible, but I wanted it to be as informational as possible. Going back to the funnel, as people know who I am through my socials already, and if they don't, they're gonna know. And I had to provide them some sort of value. So what I'm gonna do is the Excel spreadsheet with all my tools and everything is I'm gonna be able to give that away for free, completely for free. This is a very, 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 very informational tool, and it's a very, very effective tool that even my broker was also very astounded by the amount of value that he was able to get, and how quickly he was able to run those numbers and get the output and be able to understand whether this was a good deal or not. Everything I'm using right now is through ClickFunnels and Google Sheets. Nothing else. I would show you guys the funnel itself, but I don't want to show you guys something and it not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually let this thing run for at least like a week and show you guys how much I've spent, what my conversion was, and was the result exactly what I I thought it was going to be. The result that I'm really looking for is obviously to get more leads, right? But I want to be able to get qualified investors that are ready to buy type leads, right? Or be able to nurture them. So I have the sheet. So I'm going to link that sheet down below. You guys are more than welcome to use that sheet if you guys so choose, to look at investments and to look at your deals and so on and so forth, and see if, you know, whatever state that you're in, this is a calculator essentially. It's not necessarily like, it's not specifically towards Bay County, it's just like for nationwide sort of thing. But I also want you guys to realize that every county in every state and every city has its own niches and has its own figures. And like over here in Bay County, the average cap rate here is about 7 to 8%, right? And I want you to understand that's normal around here, but in Miami it might be 10 or 12, whatever it is, right? But I do want you guys to realize that and understand your market and talk to a local expert in regards to it. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. My voice is about to go away. That lemonade was really hitting me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got some value out of it, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.